Right, hello everybody. Intense. We've got a bit of a high intensity one today. Not full high intensity, but as I say, these gradual ones that you grow through the piece. So we start reasonably easy and controlled when we start getting into a pretty solid rhythm, and then the last couple, with including the fatigue, are going to be pretty hardcore. Okay, so very self-explanatory, if you can see it already, if my head's not in the way. Just 6 by 6 minutes with 2 minutes rest. Okay, so 3, 2, 1 on the time. And we're just going to go up 2 points in rate every single time. Okay, so as I say, the first 2 or 3, yeah, they shouldn't be too bad. The last 3 are going to be tough, and probably even that last one's going to be really pushing your limits, okay? Because we do want to get a good increase all the way through. You know, we want to see an increase in speed. You know, it is going to end up being, you know, a decent amount of work, but just manage yourself. So you might find that the increase in your speed is not quite relative, okay? So what I mean by that is, let's take the third and fourth one, for example. You know, it'll be 22, 24, 26, and then the next one's going to be 24, 26, 28. But that 26 on either of them might not be the same speed, okay? Just how it is. But we want to try and get things as close as we can together. And it's also the same thing that you might not get a huge increase in speed or an even increase of speed through the whole lot, because we're going to have this fatigue and everything else. So we want to try, but I'm just letting you know that this is what happens. And so don't be dejected if you're like, shit, actually, you know, I felt like I almost didn't go that much faster, and yet I went up in 2 points in rate each time, okay? So that's just what you've got to prepare yourself for. But ultimately, yes, we're trying to improve ourselves, we're trying to get better, you know, we're trying to go faster, and we just have to do this sort of stuff in order to be able to do that, okay? So let's get ready to rock and roll, I guess. We will be starting at 18, so the 18, 20, 22. So have a little bit of a warm up. As I say, you want to get things moving. You want to feel good, and then we can get into it and try and hit some details and some numbers straight away. Okay, so we're just going on to that intervals time again, and yeah, we just ramp it up to that 6 minutes, and then we get that 2 minutes rest. So not a huge amount of rest. Yeah, we'll, you know, be fine to start with, be struggling towards the end, but these things have to be done, and they all have a specific reason. You know, we could chop down the time on the rest even more, and then it would make it even more difficult, or we could put it up, and then we could possibly get an even better a better step up, okay, in between our pieces and stuff like that. So no time better than the present. And for everyone that always asks, see 3M tape. It's the brown stuff that the physios use. That's what I use on my heels. And yeah, it does get a bit manky and wears out a little bit. But that's, yeah, you just got to replace it and be done with it. So let us go. Let us get ready and rock and roll. Just going to start my watch. So 6 minutes. Just remember 3, 2, 1. So that first 3 minutes, we can get into a groove, and then we're obviously just upping ourselves from there on. 18 for the first rate. Then we're away laughing. Right, here we go. Are you ready? Go. Feel the stretch. Try and get limber. Even from the warm up. You still find you can get a little bit more. Giving it time. Feeling that push in the hand, long arms. Really nice. Into that hand. Feeling that chain taking us forward. Both feet. Ready to change. Now, a bit more acceleration. Doing a good squeeze, using that core, the glutes, the hammies, quads, all the legs, pushing. Nice. Finding that rhythm, hitting those numbers, just sitting on them. Nice change. Move the hands. Now, accelerate. Good. Doing a good push.
draws us forward on the recovery. Nice long drive. Nice. Really good. So that was a nice, reasonably simple, reasonably easy first set. Gives us a bit of a chance to have a breather now. We'll get into it again. Same sort of focus. We can add a little bit more power on this one. But we always want to find that rhythm. We want to find that rhythm. We can just sit here. Remember, flywheel's always moving. We don't pick it up properly. We don't pick it up easy enough. We tire ourselves down, okay? It's basically how it works. So it's just a matter of getting onto it, tapping it along. Remember that, tapping it along. It's already moving. All we're trying to do is go with the speed of it, pick it up again. So I'm starting to firm it a little bit. So this one we start at 20. We go 22, then we go 24. Remember, we're always about rhythm. Relaxation, get in the flow. Firming, moving on this one. Now, good. Feel the push. Good momentum. Long arm. Rhythm around the front. Roll in and out. Sitting tall. Feel that flow. Hands around the back. Remember, they come to us and around. Don't ram them in too hard. draw off the swing. Changing. Now, remember, it's just the addition, ease of movement. One smooth drive. Just focus on that screen. Big muscles doing the work. Nice and relaxed. Give it a change. Now, a bit more freedom. Momentum, acceleration. Good. I'm starting to get a good sweat on, it's great. So, hopefully getting a good focus, that rhythm, that flow, that momentum, all those things we talk about. Those are the things we need to get a consistent rhythm, to just move with the machine, tapping it along, just keeping on that flywheel turning as easily as possible, okay? So we're starting to step it up a little bit more now, okay? So they're going to start off a little bit more intense. 22 shouldn't be too bad. And get up to that 24 and to that 26. So we're going to breathe into it. Biggest thing is finding something, okay, if it is slower than your last split, you know, like whatever your 22 was in the last piece, if it's slightly slower, it doesn't matter, okay? All we want to find is that we get a number and we can sit on it for that 3 minutes. We want to maintain it, we want to hold it. We don't want to go out too fast and slow down in the the tricky part is not going out too slow and speeding up. Okay, so we've got 30 seconds, 40 seconds to get into it, to get on your numbers, and then we're gone from there. Okay, here we go. So firm. So 22 rate. Are you ready? Now. So moving freely. Nice and loose in the feet. On the recovery. On your numbers. Let's sit on that. Whatever you're at, maintain. Rhythm. Round the front. Yeah, hold that momentum. Push off the front. Yeah, good. Want to have one smooth, symmetrical drive. Hands around. Swing. Off the legs. Ready to change. Now, tap it along. Nice. Just feel the hang. Listen to it. Flywheel. Feel the rhythm. Draw. Feel the push. Breathing. Changing. Now, acceleration. Yep. Breathing. Momentum. Flow. Good. Excellent. So getting a good push on there now. Half the piece is done. Okay. These next three, take them one at a time. Okay, we'll do the next one. Focus on it, don't worry about what's coming after it. No point looking too far ahead. The only thing I can say is, if you are a low rater, in terms of your pieces are around sort of that 32, maybe just cap it at like either the 26, 28, 30 or the 24, 26, 28, okay, and just do 3 at that one, okay. As I say, I've put this in because, you know, I get up around that 34, 36, so we don't want to be getting right up to race pace, but we want to be below it, trying to be controlled, under pressure, body under stress, just so that we're in a really good place, okay? So I might have a quick drink, losing fluid. So 24, 26, 28, okay? You're going to have to tap it along in this first 3 minutes, okay? Find the flywheel speed, move with it. Here we go. Now, get out of there, then we can settle. Find the rhythm, find the ratio. Work and rest. Good. Hang. Accelerate. Both feet. Good. Chain draws us, carries us back. Around the front. Relaxation. Sitting tall. Nice. Breathing. Continuous motion. Changing. Now. Breathe. Make sure we got that acceleration. Good carry. Doing the press, both feet. Focus hand. Moving. In 10 seconds. This one. Now, tap it along. Hold. Rhythm. Good hang all the way. Nice. Really good. You're really great, guys. Really nice momentum. You really got to focus on that hang and that rhythm. And you're like, I'm working hard. I've got to breathe. I want to hold my splits. I want to get a good focus. Work-rest ratio. All of the above. So that one was actually really good. Okay, so let's focus on this next one. Harder again. 26, 28, 30, okay? Now the key is to just, got to get into this first 3 minutes. Okay? Got to get into the rhythm. Got to get that focus. Got to find something that's quite sustainable, that we're focusing on, we're moving, we're working hard, but we're sort of in control. We're right in control, out of control line, okay? And we just focus. Every 30 seconds is a focus. We get down to that 3 minutes, we go up, and then it's just a countdown ready to go up again, okay? So let's focus this first 3 minutes at 26. Firming, building, tap it along. Now, got to have the acceleration. Tap. If we don't get the acceleration, the hand speed never comes around the back. Breathe. Good. Around the front. Push. Swing. Focus. Good. Hold that focus. Hold the work rate. Good. Flywheel. Move. Ready to tap. Accelerate. Now, good change. The more speed. Breathe. Good rhythm. Hold. Hang. Metronome. Long arm. Work and rest. No tension. Here we go. Now, up 2. Swing. Breathe. Face. Woo-wee. Nice. Sitting tall, breathe it in. It was tough. I hope you start to, I feel it a lot as well. If you can't quite get that acceleration, it's a fine line. So if you can't get that acceleration, you find you can't get the rate, you know, you sort of don't have that in and around speed, you know. So it's tough to try and get both. And obviously, as you're fatigued, it's harder to keep that acceleration. Okay, so last piece, it's going to be tough. Okay, suck it up. If that was extra tough, see if you can do it again. Or if it was way over the top for you, just back it down a couple of points in rate. Okay, to start with. Otherwise, 28, 30, 32. Okay, so we've got to tap it along at this 28. Tap it along, that's the key. We've got to get to halfway, good position. It's downhill. So firming. Here we go. Now, without missing the front. Relaxation. Breathe. Swing. Both feet. Good flow. Hang. Good. Be strong. Mind over matter. Breathe. Keep it on. Focus. Listen to the wheel. Smooth. Relax it. Down the front. All right, but more. Now, breathe up. Minute at a time. Hang. Body weight. Both feet. From the front. Hold. Think of the hands. And breathe. Move the hands. Down the front. Push. Swing. Hang. Face. Breathe. Work and rest. No tension. And last one, change. Easy speed. Hand speed. And push. 30 seconds. Team strokes. Excellent. I am a sweaty mess. And the heart rate was up. Really good work there, everybody. The great thing about doing some high intensity work, so we don't just have to smash into it straight away all the time, okay? We don't just have to go, right, my first set's going to be high rating. You know, we can build up and use the residual fatigue that we gain over the first part to feel for the last bit, okay? Yeah, there are times where we want to have some more lactate production and anaerobic threshold, but they're different sessions altogether. But that there, beauty, marvellous. So just hit your menu, save it to our memory banks. And we can just paddle it down. Want to get into a nice rhythm and this warm down, starting to feel the pressure back onto the legs, the pressure bringing the handle back, not just the seat like flopping down like that. Okay, starting to stretch it out, leaving the hands out long, correlation between the leg drive and the arm hang. Really good. So, benefits. Look at what happened. Look at your splits. Go back through your memory. Have a look. See how it went. See what numbers you were able to push. See the increase in meters each set. You know, and have a look at the average split per set and see what it increased by. Okay, little things like that. Those are our benchmarkings. Those are the things that we need to look at. We need to have a mental picture of. You know, hopefully by now, if you've been doing these for a while, or you've been on the machine for a while, you'll start to know what your splits are at certain ratings. You know what you're doing at 20. You know, if you go up to say 24. What the difference is, you know, if you had to spend a couple of minutes at 24, you know, what does that look like? Does it go from 2 minutes down to a 155 or a 154? You know, and so you have that mental picture in your head. So when we start pushing up to these, you can go, well, actually, I was pushing down to 145s, you know, or whatever it might be at that 32. And having that in your memory bank just means when we start doing other pieces, you're like, well, yeah, if Eric asked me to do a minute at 32, I should be able to do 145 or better, okay? So we have that picture, and if you do better, you're like, well, actually, shit, that's an improvement on what I thought I could do. So all of these little things, keep them in your mind, keep that mental picture, you know, keep focusing on the technique, keep working on that technique, you know, like even all those bits I was saying in the last piece, all those little focuses, they're things that I do because I'm just thinking, how can I make this easier, you know, because heart rate's high, you can't really put much more work in because you're like, I want the time to tick down. How can I make it easier? How can I feel it as being easier? How do I get a faster split by not really doing any more work? All of those little things, just the pictures that you can paint in your mind, so valuable, okay? So valuable. And on that note, I've got to shoot because it's time for work. Time to do some work. But thanks, everybody. Keep tuning in. And yeah, we'll be back on a bit more of a routine now that we've got school holidays are over. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Look at that. Terrible.